£50,000. Oh, I'm stuck on the door. Hold on.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest moments caught on live television.
Me know, but 8 degrees, Drumheller, that is for real. That is the warm spot. Are you having fun there?
My apologies.
That was a bad idea.
For this list, we'll be looking at moments that happened without pre-planning or scripting and ended up with plenty of corpsing and only minor injury. Who needs a sitcom when the funniest moments occur during the news? Agree or disagree with our picks? Sound off in the comments. Number 10. Giant seagull takes over news broadcast. It's pretty common knowledge that Australia is home to plenty of giant and exotic creatures, but this one really takes the biscuit. Imagine you're sitting at home watching 9 News Melbourne being presented by Peter Hitchner, and a giant avian overlord appears on screen. Okay, it's fairly evident what happened. A nosy seagull started poking his beak around the station's live cam that views the local area. But for a wonderful moment, the image of an unwitting Hitchner reading some rather serious news as a mammoth gull watches over him graces the screen. You could say that this funny situation flew right over the anchor's head. Luckily, he didn't have to wing it, since he didn't turn around and seagull. Okay, we'll stop. Number 9. Alison Hammond clotheslines assistant into canal. For subscribers outside of the UK, you may not know who Alison Hammond is, but a quick Google of this ever-popular TV presenter will give you moments of hilarity that you'll never forget, such as when she got stuck in a door, or nearly got arrested for filming without a permit, both on live TV. Or there's the interview that managed to get notorious grump Harrison Ford to laugh on camera just through her irreverent interview technique.
Oh, I needed that. I've warmed up.
Our pick for this list? When she knocked a man from a floating weather report platform straight into a canal.
All right, Tim, go! Oh my gosh, are you all right?
Again, outside the UK, you may have questions about this, but let's just appreciate the schadenfreude.
I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! Well, it is going to be a little bit wet.
Number 8. All work and no play. Everyone knows that having a dog present in any workplace makes the whole environment better. No one can demonstrate this more than Global News' Mike Sobel.
Ripple wants to play, right, Ripple?
In collaboration with the Edmonton Humane Society, Sobel brought a particularly rambunctious 1-year-old Shepherd Mastiff on set with him to promote the station's Adopt a Pet segment. Ripple, whose name is apt considering the effect on the show, has no interest in Sobel's work, preferring to wrestle him instead of letting the weather reporter do his job.
-3. No. -3 in Grand Prairie.
Yet, Sobel carried on regardless. We've no idea what the weather was that day, but watching Sobel trying to present it was hilarious. By the way, Ripple was adopted based off this event too, so it's a win all round.
And we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Number 7. A little too comfortable. Let's face it, who doesn't love working from home? Okay, it's not all glamorous, but admit it, we're all guilty of forgetting to bother. Except for during work Zoom meetings. You'd think that if you worked in TV that this may be the first thing to remember, but clearly the reporter wasn't willing to sacrifice all of his comfort when working from home.
Yes, good morning, Amy.
Will Reeve, son of the legendary Christopher Reeve, took the idea of being half-dressed literally when appearing on a poorly positioned camera and reporting from home. Dressed from head to waist in a suit, but waist to floor in just pants. Reeve didn't think this through. Seriously though, no one told him?
Very cool. We love it, Will. Thank you.
Number 6. Reporter versus bug. Never was there a truer word spoken, nor a phrase so eloquently uttered than that which Brad Wills bequeathed upon this world when he encountered a bug during a live broadcast.
What is that?
We've been trying for quite some time, and there's just not enough vowels in the English language to define Will's reaction when reporting live for Fox 5 in San Diego. In fairness to the newscaster, the creature was humongous. Even if the camera does add 10 pounds, based on its size, we wouldn't want whatever it was flying at us either.
Are we live? Oh, brother.
So he has our sympathies in that regard. But hearing him yell in panicked tongues made for multiple viewings before the laughter stopped and the memes started.
What is so funny is that I think some people thought Brad was faking it, but he wasn't.
No, that was genuine.
Genuinely scared
That was
of
all
that.
right.
Number 5. Tucker Carlson is tuckered out. Love him or hate him, Tucker Carlson is a pillar of the Fox network. He's been in dunk tanks, dances, and the land of nod during his tenure there. Yep, you heard that right. Tucker Carlson has been caught snoozing on the job.
He's really asleep.
During a live broadcast of Fox and Friends in 2013, Carlson fell asleep as the show went to an ad break. Upon returning, viewers got to see his amused co-hosts wondering how to subtly wake him up. As it happens, he did so anyway, believing the show was still off air.
Good to see you. Welcome to Fox and Friends.
Have to give him credit though, he laughed it off. We can only imagine what he was dreaming about. Then again, we'd rather not.
Is this honestly on TV?
We're on television.
We're actually live.
This is gonna help.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
And
Number 4. Show-stealing tiny dancer. From someone having no energy to someone having it in abundance, this entry shows to never trust anyone who's getting a little too close to a live report. Especially the children, as they can very easily steal the focus in a heartbeat, or even an imaginary beat. Akira Gordon did just that to Marianne Hearn when reporting live from the streets of Chicago in 2013.
A written statement today, she spoke of hoping for a very smooth and
Celebrating the school holidays, she danced her way into the shot and boogied on through. Of course, it very quickly became a vine, remember those? And then a meme before going viral. A few days later, Hearn followed it up and tracked the little girl down, convincing her to show off her moves once more.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Number 3. Flipping heck. From smooth dancing to accidental gymnastics, this list is covering all forms of movement, except this one comes with a smidgen of a warning to not try it at home, since it looks like it was rather painful.
And here comes Al, and this... That was a bad idea.
Remember when ragdoll physics became a staple of video games? I think we found the inspiration, and his name is Rob Leff. Covering a toboggan race during what we assume was a slow news day, Leff was drafted in to time 2 tube racers on air. Unfortunately, the lack of steering was very obvious as a collision sent Leff up into the air, flipping 420 degrees and back down again. Somehow, the self-professed hater of snow tubes managed to finish the segment.
At Riverside Park, Rob Leff, Global News.
Number 2. You got the wrong guy. On May 8th, 2006, the BBC quite literally interviewed the wrong guy. Seriously, the international news institution sent a producer to their reception to pick up a man named Guy so that he could be interviewed about downloading music, and came back with the wrong guy.
well, Guy Cooney is the editor of the technology website News Wireless. Hello, good morning to you.
As in, a different man altogether who is also called Guy. Aside from the fact that intended interviewee Guy Cooney was older, established, and Caucasian, somebody mistook him for Guy Goma, who isn't any of that and was at the BBC for a job interview before putting him in front of the camera instead.
When I came, they told me something else, and I'm coming. You got an interview there, so it's a big surprise anyway.
Goma, realizing after 3 seconds, actually runs with it and gives a brilliant interview, despite being, altogether now, the wrong guy. You'd be forgiven for believing it was a farce.
This does really seem to be the way the music industry is progressing now, that people want to go onto the website and download music.
Exactly. You can go everywhere.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Something is fishy here. After Carly Gordon is spooked by a silver carp, did no one think to cut away? Going to the polls. So desperate for an answer that Kent Mulgat didn't look up.
Already said I will not be making any comment. Oh my God, that hurt.
Carl Dahl watches a fail. Legendary German comedian could only watch as co-star fell into the blue bayou.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Interview with my family. Despite being absent for the rest of the list, the BBC has taken both top spots on this list. Whoever said the British sense of humor was obscure? Actually, this effort is more global, as it was American professor Robert Kelly's interview regarding Korean politics, we think, since we couldn't hear for laughter, that made for hilarious live television.
For the wider region, I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting.
In a scene straight from a slapstick comedy, this serious interview is gate-crashed first by his 4-year-old daughter sassily marching in, followed by his toddler son in his baby walker, and then his panicking wife dragging them out.
Pardon me.
The whole clip is comedy gold without intending to be, and the family have been interviewed as a unit since, during which the daughter has continued to upstage her father.
We are fine. Getting better, better.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.